going on, everybody? Eric here with driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder. Jenna is also present. Right, Jenna? She's in bed. Jenna's getting ready to pass the F out. So I didn't get a video made today because it was just a crazy day. And that's one of the reasons Jenna's about to pass out, because we delivered up in Massachusetts and accepted a load in New Jersey. So those of you who've been doing this for a long time, you know what that means. Sorry for the terrible light. It's almost midnight. But anyway, before I get into that, I want to say congratulations to our friend Lenny. Lenny, you know who you are. He was an early subscriber. I met he and his wife in Springfield at the very beginning of his prime career. And I ran into him this morning again at Pittston. I'd stopped at Pittston at like 2 o'clock this morning to take a shower, chill out for an hour or two, and then get back on the road to our 90. And Lenny was there, and I got to talk to him for a few minutes, although he was on the move and I was on the move. But it was really cool to check in with you again, Lenny. We definitely have to hang out one of these days in Springfield. I know you and your wife have invited us to dinner and it just hasn't worked out, but it will work out. We'll make it work eventually. But anyway, congratulations to you on I believe you're on your second student, which is awesome. It's awesome to see subscribers from the beginning of our channel a little over a year ago now be really good trainers and making really good money and having really good success with this. So I just wanted to say congrats to you, Lenny, and wish you much continued success. So speaking of Pittston, yeah, I did swing in there. We had a load going out of Ohio that we dropped off in Massachusetts. Today was pretty uneventful. Something weird happened in that, well, I was asleep this morning, but Jenna got a message on the Qualcomm that said pick up trailer number, and it had a very specific trailer number, and then it had a customer code that was not the customer code we were going to. So when I woke up and she's telling me about this and she was almost at the 90, I assumed that they meant there was not an empty trailer at the 90, and they were just letting us know where to go get an empty trailer after we dropped off. I thought, well, that was really swell of them, because that like never happens. Usually you get there, discover there's no empties, then have to go contact dispatch and then go on the big trailer hunt. So I thought it was really swell of them. Well, for whatever reason, they were stating the obvious. That was the same customer that we were dropping off at. There's just 2 customer codes for that customer. And that was the trailer we would have gotten anyway. It was parked like 5 trailers down from ours. So it's really bizarre. I've never had that happen, and I didn't ask why he sent that, but it was like so obvious that that's what we were going to do anyway. I don't know why we'd get a message saying, hey, when you drop this loaded trailer, go get this empty trailer that's 5 trailers down from it and leave. That's exactly what we would have done anyway. But anyway, we got that, pulled up load choice, and there was a load going from Massachusetts to, where was that going? Laredo, for like 99 cents a mile. Now, I've talked about it on this channel before. We'll take 99 cents a mile if it makes sense. Like if that load would have gone to Ohio, I would have been all about it, because it was like 2 miles away from where we were at. But I'm not going to go take 99 cents a mile from Massachusetts to Laredo, Texas. I think it was paying like $2,000 for 2,100 miles or something like that. And it had 4 days. So it's $500 a day in revenue. That is just not going to happen. I don't know why that load is even being offered in our freight network. Like, that's ridiculous. So that was one of the loads. I rejected that flat out in the load choice, and it has in load choice, it has a drop down to say, what's the reason for not liking this load? And I was like, the rate, period. The second load was FedEx out of New Jersey. It's a very specific facility and customer. I don't want to mention them because I'm just going to tell you I don't like picking up there. It wasn't a bad rate, but just the way that it had to be run, and we just don't like going to that facility. It's hard. It's really tight backing. Loads can get all mixed up. In fact, one time we went there. What happened, babe? They double booked? Triple booked.
And we were the only one that was actually supposed to get it.
Yeah, there was some real big mess up where we lucked out or something, and the load ended up on our trailer, but there were 2 other prime drivers who didn't get a load. And if you're in New Jersey and you're going through all the work to make sure you have a clean trailer full of fuel, and you're navigating all this traffic and trying to get to a customer, and you get to that customer and find out you're not getting a load, it causes havoc, because you're sitting there in the evening. Where are you going to go park? Where are you going to take that trailer? Where are you going to go sit to figure out where you get a load? So this particular customer is a no-go for me, because it's just too high risk. Trucks get hit there, trucks hit fences there. So it's like, nope, not doing that one. And the reason is customer. And then the third one is a load that Jenna and I really like. Well, I don't know if we like it, but we've run this load probably 5 times, and that's laser ship from Dayton, New Jersey to the Atlanta area. It's I always look for this load, so I don't even know why I even told you about the other 2, because this was likely going to be it. The only thing that had me hesitating is that we had to go all the way from Massachusetts to New Jersey in the middle of the day, and that was hell for Jenna, because she either had to go through New York City and go across the George Washington Bridge, or cut across on 287 and go all the way around. And that's what we did, and that's a pain in the ass. There's no good way to get from Massachusetts to New Jersey. So it's not really that long. It's like, if you take 287, it's like 230, 240 miles to go all the way around and get this far down in New Jersey. But it's an all-day excursion. And it probably would have been substantially worse just sitting in traffic going down, cutting into New York City and going down 95. So pain in the ass day, and that was the downside of taking laser ship. I like this load. You got to run your ass off on this load. You pretty much don't stop for, what is it? I don't know, 800 miles or something like that. You only stop to switch drivers and get fuel, take breaks, etc. You don't get to stop and smell the roses or screw around. But it pays $2 a mile, and it usually weighs like 8,000 pounds. So I think we've run this like 5. This would be maybe our 6th time of running this load. And I try to get it as often as possible. But like I was saying, that decision-making process of, do we try and wait for the next 3 loads on load choice? And there's a high probability that the next 3 loads would have been ice cream loads. So, there's kind of a roll of a dice there. You say, well, we don't want to go all the way around New York City down to New Jersey, so let's see what else there is. And then you get stuck with ice cream loads, and it's just such a pain in the ass to drive all the way up to the top of Vermont to get those ice cream loads. And there's no easy way out of there. They're heavy as hell. They don't pay that great. So I decided to minimize the risk, and Jenna just hammered down here to New Jersey, where we're at right now. So I like this load. It's funny because someone like 6 months ago messaged me and said, oh boy, this Swift truck's having troubles. Oh, someone had Swift, man. I know there's some good Swift drivers out there. I really do. But man, a lot of y'all really live up to your names. Anyway, 6 months ago, someone messaged me and said, "Hey, I know you've done this laser shift load. Can we get there early and get out of there early?" And I said, "No, that is absolutely not going to happen. You're not going to leave there on time." And he said, "But it's really tight." And I said, "Yeah, and you're not going to leave there on time." It never leaves on time, ever. I'll tell you right now that it leaves at 23:50, almost on the money, every single night. It's supposed to leave at 22:30. It does not leave at 22:30. It leaves at 23:50. And that's not a hit on the customer. That just is the reality. So if you ever take this laser ship load, it's a great load. It's light, easy to run. You run it overnight. You don't actually have to go into Atlanta because you drop it just north of Atlanta. But don't think that you're going to show up here early and get out of here early. That's not the way this facility works. Like their schedule and their plan is to have it ready at 11:50 p.m. But you know, it's fine. It's not a big deal. So anyway, we're off to a really great start because for the week, because we've got we'll have $4,100 in revenue by tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. So by Friday afternoon, which means for this pay period, we've been doing $2,000 a day in gross revenue to the truck. Pretty amazing. So hopefully we can keep that going. We do have to get back to Springfield next week for a doctor's appointment, but we'll probably only be there for a 34-hour reset because we then have to go back out for a week and then go back to Springfield because I have to attend the driver advisory board meeting. So it's just crazy busy, and we're just trying to stay running and gunning and stay, keep being profitable, which so far has been the case, and just keep moving and grooving. So that's really been pretty uneventful. I mean, we're just running freight, just running loads, and getting ready for the holidays and all that good stuff. So anyway, I wanted to make sure you guys got a video tonight. The temperature up here has been amazing. It is currently like 70 degrees. Starting to be very beautiful up here in the Northeast. Leaves are kind of blowing across the interstate. Colors are changing. So really, really pretty up here. There's some nice drives up this way. Jenna should have a beautiful drive tomorrow down 81, or 83 is 81. So anyway, have a video for you guys tomorrow with some updates, and we'll go from there. Be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.